This is the official post-event press conference for EFC Africa 26, live from the Coca-Cola Dome, Johannesburg.
Thank you to all the athletes and to the fans who came out to the Coca-Cola Dome. It was great to be back, and what a fantastic way to finish off the year. I'll now be announcing the prize-winning athletes from EFC Africa 26. The winner of submission of the night is Ruan Potts. He finished about 44 seconds into the first round by way of arm lock. Winner of knockout of the night is Hanru Buerta. He knocked out his opponent 2 minutes 36 seconds into the first round. And fight of the night is awarded to the bantamweight clash between Matt Bursky and Abdul Hassan. Now please raise your hands if you have any questions.
Hi, I've got a question for Ruan. Ruan, congratulations on your stunning victory tonight. Your last two fights have been quick submissions. Tonight was just the same. Did it go according to plan?
I trained really hard for this fight, I pretty much, had to go back to the game plan and, back to the drawing board, should I say. And I changed the whole game plan, I had to work on everything. Andrew's a really strong opponent and, I don't know, it was the luck of the draw the moment that happened, but obviously that does, the more you train, the luckier you get. So take nothing away from Andrew, he's a great opponent. I think he's a bit injured now tonight, but I'm sure he'll be back soon, once he's recovered, and he'll be back on the top because he's probably the second best that there is out there. So welcome back, Andy.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the fighters tonight. My question's for Abdul and Matt. It's Steve from MMA Africa. Abdul, a lot of us had you winning that fight. Obviously, went through to a draw. What are your thoughts, and Matt, your thoughts on the fight? Do you think it should have gone on a decision to one of you?
I had me winning that fight as well. I think it was a good fight. Matt's an amazingly strong guy. He surprised me a lot on the ground. I knew I had to be fitter than him, so I thought I could push a pace on him and try and break him down with fitness, and I thought I did a good job with it. And I really don't know who was scoring the fight, but they obviously didn't do a good job with it. I think they should relook it.
I had it the other way, obviously. I had myself winning. But that's a fight game, man. If you leave it to the judges, this is what happens. It was an honor to fight Abdul. He's a legend of South African MMA. And I came and I was aggressive and I thought I did enough. But we'll go back to the drawing board and I'll come back stronger.
First off, to Kyra and Graham, thank you for an amazing 2013. These fights this year have been insane. Just connecting onto the last question, Matt and Abdul, would you both welcome a rematch?
Definitely.
I'll fight anyone in this weight division, anytime, any day. Don't care.
My question is for Andrew. Andrew over here. I'd just really like to check in with you. It was a stunning result. It can't be what you planned for. Is there, thinking back, it's not so long ago, but thinking back, is there anything you think you could have done differently? Any way you could have influenced what happened?
Milton, life happens when you're busy making plans, boss. But no, I couldn't have changed anything. I didn't stick to the game plan. I wasn't aggressive enough in the opening stages of that fight. Ruan is a great competitor, and if you give him an inch, he'll take you. And I think he proved that tonight. And I think another big well done to him tonight. Well done, Ruan.
Hi, Brendan from MMA Blog SA. I've got a question for Peter. Yes, you came into this fight 0-3, starting your MMA career. Wasn't looking good. Then you came in as a replacement to fight one of the best featherweights on the continent in Elena Lunga. You came in, no one expected it, and you got the nod. How do you feel?
Look, I feel very happy. I knew coming into this fight that I'll be considered an underdog. So I just worked hard and I was looking forward to just fighting. I was so excited. So I'm glad that things came and worked out my way.
I have a question for Henry. Henry over here. Henry, this is your your second victory in the hexagon, but you're still undefeated, and it's your second stunning victory. Really, you pulled it out of the bag in the third round. Do you think you've done everything you need to do to get a title shot?
I'm climbing my way up to the top. If the mist is here, I think it's time. Then I think it's time. I'm young, you know. I'm in no rush. If you guys think I deserve it, give it to me.
I just got to say, Henry's one of the most exciting welterweights to watch. I mean, that performance, Michiel, that was such a great fight, and Henry pulled it out of the bag. He really did. You know, I think he's top class.
Hi, Caro. Brett here from MMA Blog SA. I'd like to ask, do you feel Henry's more deserving of a title shot than Francois Kabulu, who's currently riding a 5-fight win streak in the division?
Personally, I actually do. You know, you can look at win streaks, but you got to look at the way that Francois fights. He doesn't go to finish. He wins, but he's not actually trying to finish the fights, and it's not that exciting to watch. Our job is to put on the most exciting fights that we can. And if you ask any of these fans out here who they want to see, Francois versus Dino or Henry versus Dino, I'm betting 9 out of 10 are going to be saying Henry versus Dino. You know, so it's not just about win streaks.
Thanks.
I have a question for Elaine. Elaine, tonight didn't go your way. Peter Nyidi came out incredibly aggressive and just seemed to dominate. What went on for you in the hexagon tonight?
Sorry, repeat your question.
How did your fight go for you this evening? Nyidi was quite surprising with his aggression, and he seemed to dominate you. How did it go for you?
It's a fight that he prepared very hard towards me. But next time, I'll be back stronger, train harder. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Sorry, just another question for Cairo. Earlier on in the year, you said there were going to be fights, or EFC is scheduled for Durban. Is that going to be happening?
Most definitely. We've got a show booked for the second half of next year. So we've got 10 live events next year, bouncing between Carnival City, Coca-Cola Dome, 2 shows in Cape Town and 1 show in Durban. We're really looking forward to taking it down there. A lot of top athletes from Durban, and it's going to be great for them fighting in front of their home crowd.
Thank you. I have a question for Michiel. Michiel, you've fought a lot lately. I think you fought 3 times in the last 4 months. Do you feel like you need a break at this point?
If I could fight next weekend, I would fight. So this is what I love to do. So that's why even I was cut in the first round. This is what I do for a living, and I love this. Thanks.
Thank you.
Jason.
Yo.
This side. You really hit your straps in that third round against Liam. Unfortunately, obviously, the result didn't go in your favor. Was it the wrong game plan and a change in the third round, or was it something else that happened in those first 2 rounds that didn't go your way?
You know, I was a bit unhappy with the decision, but I've only been back at training for like 5 weeks. So if I had a little bit more training under my shoulders, I think I would have done a lot better. But you know, the crowd still cheered me up, which I appreciated. So I'm not really too worried about my loss with Liam. So I think next time I can come back and I'll punish.
Just to follow up on that, are you still happy in that middleweight division? Is the cut going well and you're happy there?
I'm not interested in the whole cutting weight story and everything. I'll fight at middleweight, what away, and yeah, I'm just not going to do the whole weight cut.
Thank you.
Cara, question for you. South African MMA legend and UFC veteran Trevor Prangley has kind of shown some interest in fighting in the EFC. Is there any chance we'll see some of these old African veterans come into the EFC in 2014? That would be Trevor Prangley, that would be Remy Sokuju, any of those types of guys.
Yeah, we're always looking to expand our athlete base, and we get contacted by guys literally every single day who have moved out of Africa and competing. And Henry's a perfect example of someone like that. And we do you chat to the guys like Trevor. Everyone's got specific, every single case is quite different, and everyone's got specific scenarios with them. But it's something that we want to do. We want to keep putting on the best fights and bringing the best African athletes to the world.
And just to follow up onto that, Ron, how would you feel about fighting a guy like Sokuju?
Cairo, if the money's right, I'll fight anybody.
I've got a question for Ruan. Ruan, it's quite a profound time in South Africa's history. Nelson Mandela passed away recently, and he's going to be put to rest on Sunday. Just like to know how this has affected your preparations for the fight, and even just you as a person.
Yeah, I said actually the other day on the radio station too, it didn't really affect my fight, it actually motivated me more. A lot of people didn't know that Mr. Nelson Mandela was actually a boxer, and he was actually a very good boxer at that, so that's also contact sports. So, something like that, when he was young, motivates me, I'm doing something that, even a great leader like that did, so contact sports is the way to go, for anybody that's interested in it and enjoys it. So, yeah, it's a great loss, not only to our country, but to the entire world. And all the leaders, obviously came here. So, yeah, great disappointment. But as I said, it actually motivated me more for my fight.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you all for joining us. Enjoy the holidays, and we'll see you back at Carnival City for EFC Africa 27 on the 27th of February. Good night.
In 2014, Africa's greatest warriors return. Lightweight champion Leon Maynard takes on the undefeated Frederick Naumann.
EFC Africa lightweight champion! Nice landing shot. Goal dropped him!
And the inaugural bantamweight title fight sees the undefeated Nkazimulu Zulu go to war with fellow teammate Charlie Veer.
Oh, it's all over! Oh my goodness me! Wow! Out of nowhere, Zulu boy, the head kick. Charlie, silky smooth Veer!
Plus, the fight that's been 4 years in the making sees the MMA superstar Darren Daniel finally settle the score with MMA veteran Donovan Hockey.
Deep trouble here. Darren Double D Daniel gets the win. Oh, striking, just wailing away with that right hand. How is Ahana standing?
EFC Africa 27 February, Carnival City. Tickets and broadcast information at efcafrica.com. EFC Africa 26 is proudly brought to you by Muscle Farm, sports nutrition for champions, in association with Everlast, RDG, BetExchange.com, Maxim Magazine, and One Plan Health Insurance, with special thanks to the following partners: